And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Shadow Empire. We're picking up the end of round 75 here. Things I think were going pretty well at the end of the last one. We did end up with a war with the theocrats to the southeast. We were kind of expecting that, so we did take steps to prepare for that, and we're honestly more prepared than they are. I believe they're in a double front war with people to the northeast. Yeah, the raiders. I think they're at war with the raiders here. So most of their troops are probably deployed over on that border, so they're having trouble trying to form an adequate front line, and we have taken advantage of it a couple times, and we're going to keep pushing here. I think this is actually their main city, so there is a potential that we do degrade their capacity to resist fairly early on in the war here. And then starting off this stream, we are at 32.2 victory score out of 100%. You do technically win if you're at 50% or above, and everyone else is 25 or below. So there's a decent chance here that we translate into a win fairly soon. And we've been strategically moving, guys. Basically going to bring over the 3 brigades we had going north, one at a time, as logistics support. Otherwise, we're still probably going to have the militia attempt to move northwest and northeast. We do control now Antarctic to... or Arctic to Antarctic, right? That's what we do now control, so... From a terrain's perspective, it's sort of northeast, northwest, and theocrat to attack. Don't think we had any interesting necessarily cards that we want to play. I think we've actually interacted. Yeah, we've done the card play with them, move towards peace. Oh, I suppose I should do the passionate peace here for the virtue. Let's do that. Do cabinet retreat for more opinion and XP. The war games to play the looks of it. Now we'll get some archaeological efforts. We'll run those.
Order acknowledged.
Found one. Okay, that's a good start. Let's roll another one just in case there's a second one.
Order acknowledged.
Found another one. Okay, so we know that there are some in this zone. In this zone. Where's where we're rolling? Ah, they landed up here. So we got a rare and uncommon up here. So this is going to be the city that we sort of slowly delegate truck stations to. When we can afford to, I probably want to make another city up here to mine the metal and to access these archaeological sites. Got rares, uncommons, and I think was it common down here? Rare. No, we've got rares and uncommons. So no commons, no very rares. Very rares are the things that have things like spawning facilities in them. Okay, unless I need reinforcements, which I don't think we do. Apparently we need 1 reinforcement. Queue that up. Go ahead and end the turn. We'll see how the enemy responds. Again, to their line being a bit disorganized and vulnerable to encirclement. Or at least penetration. We are getting hit with airstrikes. I'm not seeing any damage, although it's probably doing some morale damage. Or at least readiness damage. There we go, round 76. We killed 10 tanks and lost 300 infantry. Over the end turn, we have 4 decisions winning us. We've discovered VidCon broadcasting. Okay. Commander of the 5th has relinquished their position. We got another passionate speech. I don't think we need to do the passionate speech right away. We're over 85 virtue. Incentivize more volunteers from the them. You, like me, you're the advisor, so I don't really actually care about you. We'll get rid of that for a virtue increase.
Roger that. Roger that.
Focus on balance there.
Aye,
Take
aye,
the upgrade. Let's clear this pocket, and then we can continue advancing.
Mission
Pocket
accomplished.
panics and otherwise surrenders. Okay, that works out. It's the 7th. Oh, that's the commander of the... Is this the 3rd down here? This is the 3rd down here. The 3rd command's out of position. Okay, we're a little exposed down here in the south. Otherwise advancing. Again, we destroyed a unit in the encirclement, so that's good for us. I think he was still holding the road. Yeah, so we can't pave the road over yet. Oh, you have trucks. That's what you can't do that hex. Okay. Okay, we can do some strategic redeployment. I think it was it not that group? It was this group. We'll do group moves first to minimize how much I gotta transport them. Okay. Moving some more. Anyway, we'll keep the militia pushing forward on the front over here. Although the fact that we're in yellow supply means I need to probably, and most notably, yellow is so close to the end of the road, means I need to improve logistics, I think. The actual number of assets. So actually that means I should move the militia over to this front, not west. Or not east, I need to move west. Interesting we're not taking that hex. I have a suspicion that means someone's in the hex. Get the replacements ready to go out. Colonists-wise, is this realm stable? Could use more workforce, actually. Yeah, could use more workers. So I'll actually dump them as colonists as workers in this zone. Sir. The alternative would have been to do this zone up here. Well, this one doesn't need them right now. Although I should do quality of life buildings at some point. What's the ongoing construction like? Heavy industry's complete. That's good to see. Metal mining facility should finish next turn. That might have been what was eating up the... yeah, that's probably what was eating up the workforce. That's why we're short workforce in the region. Okay. I could do with more power. With heavy industry done, I should be getting power coming, or should be getting machinery coming in. So if I've got the rares, solar panels are pretty cheap to operate. So
Aye,
let's
sir.
set that one up over there, and set another one up over, or upgrade the one over here as well. We'll be at
Understood.
900 rares. It'll leave us a surplus of about 500 additional, and we'll save a little bit of metal. Right now, the only thing we're running negative on right now is power. And it does look like it's a true deficit. Well, it's a small deficit at the moment. And then, even though I don't think we need to finish the war with the people to the east, southeast, being in a position where we could peace out if something goes wrong is not a bad plan. So let's
Copy
keep
that.
moving towards that failure, so no progress this turn. You're treating them like scientifically cooperating with them. You got an embassy. Already have free trade, already have scientific exchange. Got the non-aggression pact. Don't have cultural exchange or free movement. Get the cultural
Copy
exchange
that.
out. We got the zoo project. Let's put the zoo project in the new city.
We'll
And
go.
get a little bit happier in the long run. I'm gonna silver retirement if we wanted to fire people, but I think we're fine. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and cycle the turn. The advance continues. We got hit with airstrike again. Airstrike again. That one actually killed some of the strike. Probably due to existing reconnaissance when the strike came in. Planes can do some of their own reconnaissance, but they're not... When they're not doing recon runs, when they're actually doing attack runs, they do need the recon to hit things. Round 77, we lost 4 in infantry, we have 9 decisions. Oh, completed hydroponics, that's nice. When an erect a statue. Well, that's up to the government.
We'll go.
Workers protest against the CEO. We're democracy, so we support the workers.
Sir.
Okay, tech-wise. Oh, I didn't know there was a new... This is a new page. We have... free press. Oh, we could get free press. Interesting. Next political strategy pack in... Oh, we'll look at this in a bit. We finished what I was in the middle of. Tech-wise, so we've now unlocked the 4 in chemistry, so you can start looking into advanced chemistry. Notably in here is metals oil filtration. We've gotten pretty lucky with metals, so I'm not actually that worried about it. The other big one in here is polymer armor, which is the prerequisite for heavy combat armor over here. So yeah, probably discover polymer armor. So we can have that for the prerequisite and discover over here. So with hydroponics, what do I want to work with eco next? Could pick up vid broadcasting. It's not too expensive, should be pretty quickly. 800 BP. Geotronics is tempting. That would lower the cost for roads and rail. I think we'll do VidCom into Geo.
Order acknowledged.
One-time fixed tax
Aye, aye,
rebate
sir.
to deal with the high income tax
Yes, sir.
protests.
Understood. Yes,
We'll
sir.
support deal with Marauders.
Aye,
We'll support deal with moral grandstanding. You commander. You are reasonable for a commander. Oh, that doesn't work because it does not make so much sense to move the commander of the 8th to the 5th and not have one for the 5th. So nation,
Copy
recruit a
that.
military. That's actually a decent military commander. You of
Copy
course
that.
take command of the 5th because I need someone commanding the 5th and the 8th. Doesn't do me good to have a vacancy in one site and by opening the vacancy in the other. And the offensive down here continues. Oh, I have to say, I have two here that are probably a little too simply colored. Let's change one of these up. Make the 6th red instead of 2 grays right next to each other. Yeah, we'll go salmon red. We can tell them apart. Okay, not perfect, as much like they have a hole, we've got a hole now, but that'll work. Again, we still have additional troops coming into the sector. Honestly, the second here might just walk in manually. They might not be taking advantage of the strategic move. Okay. Yeah, we got more troops moving into the area. We'll prepare replacements for, obviously, the units we lost in the fighting. Running a little bit more power negative, which is not great. But construction is ongoing for the more power. Metal mining facility is done over there. That's great to see. More metal coming in won't be amiss. And you, well, don't exactly have enough workers, but close enough. Okay, so we're going to start shoving more and more people in here. Because again, we'd like to get this up to level 2. So that's where we're going to send the colonists. And its population.
Wilco.
Oh, actually, won't do this turn. Should probably grab the civ buildings there to improve quality of life. Hindsight, where we want these. No, we just move these guys east. We're gonna move these guys back west. Need them on the west side. Except for the truck. I can try to use the truck to cover the bit over here. Oh, and now we've claimed the hex for whatever reason. Works for me. There's another one there in the margins, but I'm less worried about that spot. Okay. Do I have any more strategic movement that I can move with these guys? Yes. Probably just the one, And where are my bottlenecks specifically happening? Obviously, we've bottlenecked up here because we're trying to send stuff through it. Oh, I suppose the short way out to our troops is actually not very bottlenecked. It's the long way out and around that's bottlenecking. So probably going out and around is the wrong way. I should be sending these guys down the middle. That's my bad. And of course we're bottlenecked up here because we've spent it. Yeah, otherwise I think the attack's going well. I'm trying to figure out where we'd want to upgrade assets, if we would upgrade assets. The answer is here. We've got level 2 truck station already. Capital's pretty good. This is another one that probably wants to get upgraded. I don't think we're that bottlenecked there yet, but if we end up taking the town over, this is going to be let's directly connect to the town. Although with how interconnected the road network it is, they're all basically directly connected down. You know, I have enough metal and industry coming in. We're just going to upgrade all 3 of the relevant truck stations.
Understood.
It's not optimal, but I got the petrol and I've got the industry. So one of these is probably redundant and not going to help much, but it should all roughly help pushing towards the offensive. The only way to make it... Well, the more efficient way to do it would actually be to set up new cities. I'm not quite ready for that yet. Or start delegating truck stations to the city, which again, we're not ready for yet. Virtue still looks good. Could do private investment. I don't think we need it right now. Actually, we've got it. We're at the point where we can get favor points on demand. So let's gladiators there. And then we try to replace that with Mission Impossible.
Copy that.
There we go. Got the point back. So something I didn't know about until this stream is that we got a politics tab here. We can see what's available. So every so many turns, apparently we get a political stratagem pact. And every so many rounds, the upgrades happen. So right now we're democracy level 1. We were previously spoiled democracy because we allowed our virtue to decline too much. If it gets high enough, we'll unlock free press, which makes virtue go up or down faster. If we get to level 2, we get bonus in the diplomacy. 3 is leisure. Makes relative quality of life count a lot for virtue increase, okay. 4 is National Innovation Fund. Bit of chance to discover tech. 5 allows discovery of hidden tech fields. Interesting. And then reduce laws cost with the 6th one here. Previously, we were temporarily in spoiled democracy. Has cost negative effects of nationalizing asset. Makes denationalizing assets possible. Turn them into public to private. Okay. Strong president. Oh, I suppose. Oh, these are cards. These are cards that I can pull. Because we've got strong presidents and property agnosticism in our hand, let's say. It's probably the best way. Militia ready to serve, allows you to turn militia forces into regular forces. Okay. Permanent militancy. Militia legacy, no longer impacted by the ratio of militia versus regular forces. Okay. Impossible. Oh, it's impossible right now. Structured research. Engineering tech costs will start their exponential cost later in the curve, making your progress faster. Okay. So that does imply that there are reasons to be spoiled, have low virtue, right? Because that's what the spoiled democracy is. Ever-present eye, repair bots, robotics obsession, so on and so forth. Okay. Codename Valkyrie. Everywhere a soldier, any city is under attack will spread defense help by raising extra militia units. Interesting. %50 democracy, 25% spoiled democracy, 45% inequality, percent dem to spoiled. So we're not expecting any legendaries ones, and this is because apparently virtue affects the rarity on the political stratagems that we pull. Okay, so if that's the case, there's an argument to improve our virtue so we can get more higher quality stratagems. Apparently we've got 0% chance of getting legendary at the moment, but yeah. Let's go ahead. If that's the case, I'll do a little bit more virtue using our passionate speech here.
That.
Not that our virtue is being particularly stable, it's downtrending, so it's going to be we're going to be fighting its constant decline, let's just say. Okay, so let's go ahead and cycle the turn. Getting it with airstrikes. The airstrikes are definitely proving more and more effective as we get closer to the source of the strikes. And the enemy has better and better reconnaissance on us. We lost 200 infantry. I think both subunits are lost to airstrikes. Round 78, we have 7 decisions. You want to organize the party? That's up to the responsible bureaucrat. So we can either support the workers or can get rid of it. Or the virtue. This is your corrupt CEO. We'll get rid of the corrupt CEO. New orgs. I'm feeling a little bit decent on the political power. We'll go ahead and take up the staff council here.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
Affirmative.
And we're not going to approve any of these designs right now.
Yes, sir.
Rogue Doctor. You're unlikely to successfully close this place. Although, what I could do... Well, we can get that better than 50/50. So what we can do is that's a covert op skill. So we can strat card on you, and we can give you a Shadow Spy.
Affirmative.
There we go. So that gives another plus 40 bonus. 55 versus 81 is a decent roll.
Aye, sir.
And we succeed. Success, the doctor has been put in prison for experimenting on humans and keeping samples of deadly pathogens. The facility has been neatly closed down. A job well done. Oh, the Vagerstein rebels, apparently I'm at peace with. Okay. We are in the outskirts of the town. Yeah, let's try to shoot them off the road.
Operation
There we go.
successful.
Driven off the road.
Engaging enemy.
Driving these guys back. Successfully driving them back. Okay. Yeah, we'll think about... Well, I think that's the capital. We probably need to encircle it. We don't have enough reconnaissance into what's in the city yet. We'll move the recon a little bit closer because I'll move the recon a little bit, but we're not gonna get enough on this turn, I think. These guys march forward. In hindsight, I think we worked out that it's actually faster for these guys to come down this road. Yeah. Group move there. Strategic move. Okay, 2 more to go. Go. And then again, these guys... Oh, actually, we could strategic move them a little bit. Oh, just the one. The one can be moved. Get them to the front a little bit faster. But yeah, I think the offensive is going well. Again, I think that's our capital, so if we take that, they'll be losing a lot of their assets, at least. Yeah, that's our capital. We can tell, because we actually have reconnaissance on the High Command bunker itself. We go to the west. Okay. Power's still running negative, which is a little bit concerning because it's turn over turn over turn. Although it's negative because we have the heavy industry on the line, and we haven't built the power to go with it yet. So we're waiting for the solar panel fields to come online. We do have a delay on one of the truck stations. That one. Okay. And there's a delay because you didn't get enough workers. We'll throw columns at the problem to fix that faster. It'll still be delayed again, but it'll be less delayed. And then, yeah, everything else I think is going well. We're at the point where I could probably raise another brigade. The biggest problem with raising another brigade right now is that I think I'm going to have to walk. The other alternative is another... I'm going to raise a couple armored buggies. Let's actually get 2 armored buggies deployed. So I'll grab 2 things of replenishment. And then I will raise 2 independent armored buggy units. And then we can check to see if these can actually be strategically redeployed. I think the answer is no. Oh, no, we can get that one over there. Okay. And we'll go south of this one. Okay. So because we control more of the road, I can probably seal more of the road. Not much more, but it's a start. And then from here, we'll go ahead and connect to that portion of the road. That'll help with pushing supplies forward. Although, again, I think we're running the risk of running off the end of the action points here. There's a couple of works around that I can do to that. Some of them I should actually start implementing. One of which is... You're the last one for the moment, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's... Because it splits there, that's where we're going to put it. We're going to build some supply bases. I don't frequently do this, but when I do, in situations like this, that gets them.
Yes, sir.
It's the likelihood that we can go just that little bit farther. Oh, up here doesn't need it yet, because we got a new truck station here. Although apparently some of your workers quit, so you're going to need more workers, but... Not ready to do anything about that now. They've moved and I got a strategic redeploy for them. Okay. Oh, I should put, yeah, one of the militia guys that we got pulling out over here should go to that city. to have a garrison there. You know, in the meantime, I think unless we got some interesting cards, we're gonna cycle the turn. I haven't necessarily been checking every turn for the negotiating piece here.
Copy that.
Again, we're doing a good job of attacking, so I feel less of a need to negotiate. With that last payment, we're now at the position where we could negotiate a ceasefire. Do a cabinet retreat.
Copy that.
Do archaeological effort again.
Order acknowledged.
Found an uncommon one, so we've got, well, multiple uncommon ones in that area now. I'm not sure where the new one was. Those are the old two. Somewhere in the greater zone. Oh, over here. Okay. We need more industry. Actually, a little low on industry. We'll take an improvised IP.
Order acknowledged. Order acknowledged.
Okay, not too bad. Nationwide. Oh, we got I just took a new council, right? So let's grab a civilian.
Copy that.
Grab the senior.
Copy that.
Senior's pretty worthless. Grab a second civilian
Copy
and
that.
probably retire the senior. I might even grab the junior. But yeah, let's go ahead and retire that senior. 0 retirement on the new reserve pool. Senior here. That's not the senior, although they're pretty old. That's the junior, obviously. That was the senior. Interesting that one of the juniors is older. Interesting that the senior is younger than one of the juniors. But yeah, you're getting retired.
Copy that.
Didn't like it when went into retirement. Yeah, well, if you're 63. It's time for retirement, apparently. Okay, let's cycle the turn. Let's see, again, how they respond. Got a guy encircled here, but we're not in a position to necessarily clear it. But we'll probably clear those 2 hexes on the next turn. Okay, so here comes a bunch more enemies. Probably pulling troops off of their eastern front for their western front. We did suffer some airstrikes, but didn't suffer any losses during them. We have 5 decisions, around 79. GR Thunderous. Found a rare battery of Galactic Republic artillery, as well as a propaganda assistant. So you reasonably like me. I like virtue, so we're going to get rid of your crony CEO. New director for the Staff Council. Basically proposing people who already have jobs. Fair enough. From a rating perspective, you're the highest current, you're cap 2. You're cap 3, although you're one of my governors, which probably means I want to keep you as a governor. Cap 2. We'll take the commander from the 7th Infantry.
Understood.
Honestly, I'm going to down prioritize procedures and custom formations here to start.
Understood.
Man and worker strike. Pay off some
welcome.
of their demands.
Yes, sir.
You have my political power support. Deal with the danger event. Those are rebels. So we can ignore them. Okay, so probably want to extend the road if we want to keep going that way. Can I strategic move you? No, shame. I'd like to put it as a garrison to the little town over here. That is not currently in the cards. Okay, let's close the pocket here. 6 to 1.
Let's go. Mission accomplished.
Pocket collapses for the cost of a single subunit. And we've already encircled the city. Let's see if we can repeat that with this pocket, freeing up these troops. Lost the subunit. Have to be the recon vehicle, which is a little bit annoying. Don't have the action points to overrun the airfield. It's a bit of a shame. Again, slight vulnerability of my lines in here, although it's maybe a vulnerability the enemy is not really in a good position to take advantage of. Yeah, it's the 4th. Let's attach you to the 4th. Get a command, change it to Q 4th. We'll try to push the 4th into that gap. And then I have an unassigned over here. I think it's you. Let's assign you to the 3rd. There we go. Okay, we've encircled the city. They're definitely in a position where they could attempt to break out, and I would not be surprised if they do succeed in a breakout. Although this is probably their main supply hub, so maybe in a way it'd be more of a breakout. We will break into the pocket, and that everything else is kind of the pocket, given that this is their main supply hub. Anyway, this is the Supreme SHQ, cut up in the pocket. So this will be a tough nut to crack, because these units are in supply. On the other hand, that means we've pocketed everything else. So, good for us, just not in the conventional form of good. And then we've marched those guys down the road already, so that's good to see there. Still running power negative, but power plants haven't completed. Oh no, supply bases have. Power plants have not. Power plants is next turn. So it's not until 2 turns we're going to see power. We're not going to see all the power until 3 turns. Because 3 will finish, 4 won't. And then we're looking at truck stations. 2 truck stations to finish next turn. The big one in the capital is going to take a couple more. Okay. And again, we can negotiate a peace. I don't feel like we need to. let's negotiate a free movement with the other guy.
Copy that.
Archaeological effort.
Order acknowledged.
Failed the roll, so we don't know if there is anything or not. We'll definitely take the
Yes,
Galactic
sir.
Republic artillery. That'll come in useful for the siege. Get the ecological station.
We'll go.
Don't need Labor Day yet. I don't need the loot. Let's try to get that fate points back.
Copy that.
Got one back. Let's roll for a second.
Copy that.
Oh, propaganda assistant. Let's get you Director Foreign Affairs. Oh, I've already given him propaganda assistant. Can't have a second one. Fair enough. So as far as the easy ones are concerned, the easy bonuses you can get for charisma is Medal of Merit, which is plus 10 charisma, propaganda assistant from fate cards. We haven't pulled the artifact charisma source yet, but that's the things he's missing. Okay. So let's go ahead and cycle the turn. I'm still happy with the construction ongoing. I'm a little tempted to maybe build a oil-based power plant. I need more petrol before we do the oil-based power plant. So that means we'd have to build the biofuel up. Which means we need to build the food up. Okay. Well, given that that's what I think we need to do, let's begin construction or expansion of the agri farm
Aye, aye, sir.
to feed the biofuel refinery. Yeah, we can definitely store more food. Looks like to support the next tier, I actually want to go all the way up to 3. Okay, let's cycle the turn. Let's see how things are changing. The exception here is I'm going to expand the road here. And here. And I suppose here. Industry over here. And then I don't have... Well, I can pave the road to... Pave some of the road to the enemy capital. We'll do that. Got all the supplies getting to the front a little bit. Supplies getting to the siege a little bit. They're definitely a little bit more active now that we've encircled their city, but they did not successfully break in or break out. Round 80, we killed 300 infantry at the cost of, or 300 infantry and 10 tanks at the cost of 200 infantry. We have 4 decisions of winning us. More metal discovered at Flag Slope. Discovered the assault gun. Seeing as we have it encircled, if we can get it to route,
Let's go.
we destroy it here. Not enough morale damage. The gamble... Oh, did the gamble not... The gamble paid off! We lost 2 sub-units to destroy a light armored battalion. So, definitely a good cost exchange there. So a little bit of gamble. But sometimes when you gotta gamble before you gotta take the gamble.
Open fire! Open fire! Run!
Sends on the zone of action points to overrun the airfield there.
Engage the enemy. Good job.
Shrinking the exhausted pocket.
Engage the enemy.
Took some casualties. Again, broke another light armored battalion. My position has completely collapsed the pocket, but it's definitely teetering on the brink of dissolution at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna try to push the 4th into the hole. There we go. We got someone back on the city for garrison duty. That's good. It's the only one of these two things. Strategical move, though. I think it's time to raise another... Because I think everything's going so well in the east, I'm actually going to raise a brigade to go west. So I don't think I need them in the east. The 10th shall go west. At least as much as the strategic situation shall allow. Okay. So I can try to strategic move you. We can do it a little bit there. And get them into artillery range, we can start to bombard the city. More has rallied in the city, so the garrison has gotten stronger. Again, this is the SHQs. The SHQ is basically deploying more troops to try to hold the city. That's why we haven't attempted to actually storm the city yet, because it's not going to be easy. I'm more worried about break-in and break-out attempts right now than I am taking the city. say like 10 here. Thinking about probably dropping that one, but 10 I think is fine for the moment. Staff's probably fine at 10. Bundle design at 10, and then do we just do like 20, 20, 20 across the board? Yeah, okay. For the remaining ones.
Acknowledged.
Some people are happy, some people are unhappy. Don't really need assault guns. We'll hit no new orders here.
Yes, sir.
One-time tax rebate to deal with the protest. Obviously, this is a commander, so I don't want to take a command. Or take a commander to fill a commander slot. That sounds like a bad plan. Your camp 2, so you can definitely serve in that command.
Order received.
What can I get? I think because again we got I think another position opening up on the next turn. What do we get civilian wise? 2, so a little below average.
Copy
Junior. Yeah, I think he'll be the staff counselor. Board
Copy
aims to
that.
approve the approval of the military. Do another archaeological effort.
Order acknowledged.
No luck. Okay, let's cycle the turn one more time and do like one more fight here. One more turn of fighting, and then we will put a part break in. Okay, so once again, we have a minor breakout attempt. I think that actually attacked an HQ, so the HQ got hammered. Otherwise, things went reasonably well. So we might be down a commander. We killed 400 infantry. Oh, okay, so we killed 400 infantry. The HQ probably retreated in good order. We have 4 decisions. It's round 81. But we lost some casualties there. Private greenhouse. Voters first. Mines have been discovered. A light armored army. Passionate speech. Okay. Okay, yeah, so the HQ did successfully withdraw in good order. Just walk it back in. Can I get this pocket to crumple? 4.7 to 1? Possibly.
Attack formation.
Yeah, pocket crumples.
Mission successful.
See if we can chase them off the airfield, and or take the planes out.
Mission successful.
Yes, we've overrun 2 bomber squadrons in the attack. Other than the ever widening hole here in the middle here, things are going well. It's widening, honestly, because we're attacking their flanks, and we've got nothing in the middle to counter us. But so the gaping hole in both our fronts is a little mutual. Demand we hire the candidate?
Sir,
Sure.
yes, sir.
So, oh, the candidate is Camp 2. We've rolled worse. Black market discovered. Close their operations down for one-off payment or let them be for merit and payment per turn.
Understood.
We'll let them be.
Yes, sir.
Commander for the 10th. So we can take the newbie that just got from a faction, or the much better person who I want to save. Who did I assign to the tier council? You got the tier council. You're not too bad. Actually, I might put the 4th in a governorship. Camp 4 here. So let's actually take Camp 2 to that position.
Understood.
And then what do I got for governors? You're Camp 4, so you're good. I think you're probably pretty good. You're also Camp 4. Major city, third major city. Yep, 3. If I can get you out having to fire you, do that. The way we would do that is leaders. Local referendum.
Acknowledged. Confirming
Governor lost the referendum. There we go. So then we can backfill you with the 4. These guys are either too big or we don't have enough logistics there. Move, which is fair. How's the construction going? Everything but the last truck station is done. So we should see power going up. If we don't, I need to be a little bit concerned.
Aye, aye, sir.
Expand the agricultural dome. How long is that going to take? Two turns. So we're to expand the biofuel refinery. That would be 3 turns. Okay, so let's do that.
Aye, aye, sir.
What are the odds if I take a swing at the city? I think the odds are terrible. 1.3 to 1. Yeah, that'd be a bit attritional. We don't need to be in the city that quickly. Work on the outskirts. We don't know what the other team is necessarily getting for supplies. They may have set up an emergency second SHQ. Although if they've done that, that's this city over here, which we've just cut off from a bunch of the guys down here. So we'll see how well they can keep their supplies going, even if they've been resorting to a second SHQ. City-wise, you getting what you need, yes. You getting what you need, roughly speaking. We just queued more jobs up. You're also one of the bigger cities, so you should be able to hire up. You should be able to hire up. Okay, quality of life jobs, so we can get the workers happier here. They want more purchasing power. Oh, apparently the game did not spawn you in.
Will do.
Or is you spawn you within a salary? That's a mistake. Okay, let's trade that. That'll make you a little bit happier. That should keep the public workers working a little bit happier. And then yeah, we still want to get more health, security, entertainment if I can, but don't think I have VidCom yet.
Wilco. Wilco.
No FedCom yet. Yep, we'll give you the workers you need to build that. So 1,200 workers.
Wilco.
Right away. Come down here. Are you actually happy? You're reasonably happy as is. Reasonably happy, reasonably happy, reasonably happy with them, or reasonable quality of life scores. I can put up the rest in here as population.
Wilco.
In an effort to try to drive down the public sector wages. Okay, and then coming up in the end of this part, we are making progress. We're up to 34.8. No massive jumps, but no seizure cities. Cities are usually how you rapidly rise up the victory score. Planet's usually very... Well, half the points is raw planet, but the empty fields are pretty worthless. Because there's a lot of those. Whereas massive sources of population, like capitals, are usually quite valuable. War games.
Copy that.
Cabinet retreat.
Copy that.
Archaeological effort.
Order acknowledged.
No luck. To be fair, even if I had luck, it doesn't necessarily mean we find anything. It just means we know there's nothing to be found. Which I suppose has its own value, because then you just know to not continue rolling. Okay, well, let's cycle the turn. We'll see what the enemy does on theirs, and then we'll take a part break. If you're watching on YouTube, we will have another part up tomorrow, because we have yet to win. Yeah, seeing the enemy attempting to avoid more encirclements. With the exception of, like, one guy there that just pocketed himself. They didn't quite pocket himself, but no way they're keeping that line intact. So we're gonna get one free encircle here. We'll be picking up next time on round 82 with 6 decisions. So until then, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and or stream, and bye for now.